What's going on, you guys, and welcome back to a different perspective. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button for your boy. So y'all, this wouldn't be a different perspective if every now and then we didn't recap on some of the stories that we've had conversations about and further the conversation. So as a lot of y'all know, yesterday I did a video of a young lady that had went on a very expensive date. Now, we didn't know the entirety of the context behind this date, who she went out on this date with, how big their pockets are, this, that, and the fourth. So immediately after I posted that video, I got on Twitter, and guess who so happened to be right there, just posted up in my feed, was this young lady. Her stuff is still going viral, so people are sharing it left to right. That's why I was able to see it. And she posted another video of her going out to that restaurant again, and this time paying for that $600 steak. So let's check it out. Here it is right here. This is the $600 one that she was talking about. Now, after reading some of the posts that she was making, it looks as though this person that treated her to the date was her fiance. And if y'all saw some of the comments that I was leaving in my video once it premiered on YouTube, I was saying, hey, look, if this was my girl, someone that I was in a long-term relationship with, or a wife, fiance, anything of that sort, then I could see myself doing this. Because I can afford to do it. But when you look at the internet and all the things that they are saying, it's clear as day that some of these people just will never understand. It's just like she said it herself. She said, some of y'all will never know what it's like to be able to go to these type of restaurants and afford these type of dinners. Look, this reminds me of something. They got Salt Bae on here. This reminds me of something that I thought about. This is probably about 10, 15 years ago. And I thought I was a little crazy for thinking this, but fast forward to today, now I'm starting to hear people say the same thing I was saying within the past year. When it comes to money, there's really levels to this thing. You might have someone who's a hundredaire, a thousandaire, a millionaire, a billionaire. So $100 to a person that makes 10K a year is like $1,000 to someone who makes 100,000 a year. So on and so forth. $1,000 to someone that makes 100K is like $1 million to someone who makes 100 million. And it keeps going. So for the average person that might go to Longhorn Steakhouse, someone who can afford to go to a fancy restaurant like this where the date may cost this much, this is where they may go. And I saw somebody comment, and I think they left it on my video. They said rich people don't always post when they go out and eat at fancy restaurants or travel these really lavish, expensive vacations. They don't always post about it. They just do it. And it's true. We just live in the times and era where the internet is a place where people, and so many people, can just talk freely and have conversations and discussions about stuff that's just not of their lane. Because you got to also think, for there to be restaurants that exist that cost this much means that there are people that can afford to go to those restaurants. I remember last year I had went and hung out with this artist, a rapper, millions of followers on every platform, multi-millionaire, right? Hung out with him. He invited me and another content creator out. We hung out, was in Chicago. We went to this 5-star restaurant, one of his favorite spots to go to. We walked in this place, right? And he told me the story about how he first was able to get access to this restaurant. Money talks. I'm gonna tell y'all about that real quick. So we get up in this place, and instantly I'm looking around, and you could tell that the people that are in here that dine at this type of establishment are wealthy. Everybody that was in there, they looked like they were millionaires, except for us. Our table, we were casual as heck. Even the artist himself, he's a casual looking dude, casual dresser, right? He said that when he first tried to come here to this restaurant, that he got turned away at the door. He took his son, it was his son's 16th birthday. His son was looking up the best restaurants to go to in Chicago. He came across this place. He wanted to go to that restaurant really bad. So him and his dad pulled up, the artist, the rapper I was telling you guys about. They pulled up to the restaurant. They tried to get access and they were turned away at the door. The son was sad and upset, but at the same time, the son was like, no, it's okay, Dad. We can go to a different location. Let me see if I can Google another nice restaurant for us to go to. So the dad was like, you know what? No, screw that. They turned back around. He walked back to the door. He pulled out $400 in cash, handed it to the dude at the door and said, can we get a table now? The dude said, right this way. He said, ever since then, now he can call them up on any given day and they will have a table available for him. They didn't know what kind of money this man had until he showed them what kind of money he had. You know what I'm saying? We thought our meal was gonna come out to about $1,000 for everything we got because we ordered a lot. We was all just eating off of whatever everybody had. But it came out to about $700-800. The artist paid for him himself, and it was no issue. It was no problem at all. When you're making a substantial amount of money each day, that amount doesn't seem like a whole lot to you, right? Let's say you make $1,000 a day. It's nothing for you to go to a restaurant and drop $1,000. You made that. You make that in one day. People who are not as fortunate would never understand. Her comment, she said, I muted this, but it's crazy how a black girl eating luxury dinner with her fiance got the people so mad. I don't care about the cereal or noodles y'all ate today. Why are y'all so bothered? LOL, stop speaking on ish y'all haven't experienced. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of like. That makes sense. Now, some people may think this is a waste of money. I believe this is Wagyu. Yeah, I think this is Wagyu that they were eating at this restaurant. If y'all don't know about Wagyu, I think if I remember correctly, and I could be wrong, somebody correct me in the comment section if I am wrong. For Wagyu to be what it is, to be this marbleization that it has within the meat, you see it in this picture. You see it in this picture right here. For it to come out this way, this animal was treated with care. Meaning that they gave this animal massages, they treated it with kindness and respect, whatever the heck they do for this animal to be as expensive as it is for when it comes to its demise, right? But so many people are so upset and leaving all type of memes and comments about something that frankly has absolutely nothing to do with them. It's almost as if they're getting mad at this woman for going somewhere and spending that much when the restaurant themselves is the one that made the price. I want to read some of these and see what people are saying. Let's just check this one out. $600 for a steak. They're really not that hard to cook. Like, the most expensive cuts of meat in the world will run you a third that price. And I put gold leaf on my kids' ice cream sometimes to make it look fancy. Being rich seems like a waste of money. Because the contradiction of this comment here, he says, I put gold leaf on my kids' ice cream to make it look fancy. Well, that also sounds like a waste of money. See, that's the thing. So like recently I bought a chain, a pendant from Icebox Jewelry, right? I posted on my Instagram if y'all want to go see it there. And there might have been one or two people in the comments that were saying how much of a waste of money that was. Do people think I'm stupid? Some folks must think I'm stupid. You don't think I know what a waste of money is, and is it? People buy jewelry. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But anyway, that doesn't even matter. I bought gold too, and gold holds value. But anyway, but this comment right here reminds me of the thought that I had, which is, don't tell me how to spend my money, and I won't tell you how to spend yours. All around, people shouldn't tell people how to spend their hard-earned money and what they should spend it on. It's none of your goddamn business, right? Rather, you got $10,000 in the bank or $100 million in the bank. You can't take that to the grave with you. Your family can't take it to the grave with them. Money is a tool. It's not as important as some will make it out to be. It's important, but not as important as some will make it out to be. Right? But that's it, y'all. If y'all want to read some more of these comments, feel free to pause the video at the end and check them out. But y'all know what time it is. Like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, stay tuned for more. If you haven't already, make sure you follow your boy on the gram and Twitter at Artofkickz. And I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. See ya.